oops, I put all the Chandras into my deck and now I don't know what to do except play the game. So essentially what we're gonna be doing, we're gonna be playing all Chandras. We're gonna be playing Chandra Awakened Inferno, Chandra Torch of Defiance, Chandra Fire Artisan, the Acolyte of Flame, and then we're just playing a bunch of support cards that will get us to those Chandras as quickly as possible. We got Chandra's Regulator. Makes sense because we're running a bunch of Chandras. We're going to be discarding Mountains to this to draw cards, or we're discard another red card to draw more cards. We'll play Bonecrusher Giant, Sweltering Suns to just wipe out the entire board. A lot of token decks running around, so this makes a lot of sense. And then we got the single target removal with Static Discharge and Chandra's Triumph. We're going to be dealing more damage if we control the Chandra, and then light up the night featuring Chandra on the artwork. And we can also flash it back by removing a loyalty counter from a Planeswalker. And then we deal X damage. X can't be 0 though, so we have to put some amount of loyalty into this to be able to flash it back. If we don't have that ability, that's fine too. Most of the time we aren't going to need to flash it back unless our creatures get an incredibly wide board, but our Chandras, they allow us to take care of creature removal with Chandra Torch of Defiance's -3 ability. We can ping off a creature. Awakened Inferno can do another board sweeper like Sweltering Suns. And then that plus ability is just gonna continue to allow us to keep ticking her up, dealing damage over time, just get us over that finish line. And then Chandra Acolyte will allow us to flash back some of our spells, like Static Discharge, which is why we have that, because the intensity will keep increasing, and we can just go face with that. Other support cards, we've got Heart of Kiran, which Kiran, another part of the magic lore related to Chandra, I believe. I mean, Kiran is a totally separate house, I know this. But we can remove a loyalty counter and we can animate it into a 4/4 flyer with Vigilance. Great for blocking, great for attacking, just all around a great card. And then we got the Relic of Progenitus to get rid of anything in the graveyard. We don't have anything to stop like artifact style decks, so that's our one weakness here, but we're gonna burn our opponents down as fast as possible. So let's get into some games and find out. All right, first game of the day, based off their avatar, what are they playing? I'm gonna guess they're playing Rakdos. I'm gonna guess they're playing Rakdos just because of the way it is. This is a lot of lands in hand and not a lot of like early game interaction, but this does get us to what we're looking for. We do got the setup, but we just have no way of protecting our Chandra. Although this is one of the Chandras that I think we can get away with, because every time she takes damage from any creature, we can deal damage to the opponent. Looks like our opponent is just straight up on combo and we have no interaction to stop them. Makes sense. This is weird though, because they're running black. Are they trying to like reanimate their combo from the graveyard? No, it's Veto. It's the Veto combo. I'm guessing this is a little bit more resilient. Let's see. They could just be one card away from comboing here. I think we really do need to deal with our opponent's stuff. Yeah. Forgot Veto has three health. I was thinking for a second, I was like, wait a second. Can we deal with Veto here? So this is on the back of me being sick. Oh my gosh, dude. They're just gonna get the other combo piece. They're gonna get another Veto, I bet. Great thing we have the Chandra Acolyte of Flame here. We're just gonna grab the... Oh, he gets 2. Okay, I understand. Is this an infinite combo here? Yes, it is an infinite combo. Great, cool, super fun. Is that a new no, that's not a new card. I'm just seeing new combos like nowadays, and I'm like, what the heck's going on, Wizards? The best of one format is just like, okay, I instant win on turn 4 no matter what, but we just got into another game where someone was playing another very interesting deck. We go on to the next game. That was a very quick game. I hardly had any time to like talk about anything in that last game. We are on the play here first. We do have the stomp side of Bonecrusher Giant into the Sweltering Suns. And then Chandra Awakened Inferno way down the line here. So I think we will keep this since we have the interaction at the beginning. But yeah, I definitely should have in that last game picked a hand with a little bit more interaction. I will admit this is a deck that I haven't brought out in quite some time. This is like a modification off of that this original style deck. Another creator had like created something similar to this, but I thought that I would do a couple of tweaks just to make things a little bit spicier. What do I do here? I think I just Bonecrusher Giant in the face just to get him in range. Ooh, we got 2 Sweltering Suns. I will just play this out since Sweltering Suns, even though it's each creature, will force them to deal some damage to themselves. Just to get in that chip damage. I think I want to cycle Sweltering Suns. Yep, we did get another card that is playable, but we won't be able to play it right now. I believe I need to sweep the board here. We'll do a Sweltering Suns. Get rid of 2. Play the Relic of Progenitus. So now if they try to target something in the graveyard, I will be able to exile it. Actually, we'll just make them exile a card every turn. They don't have a lot of cards left there, and they get to decide. I forgot that that's the part of Relic of Progenitus that I didn't like when I was running this card. I believe there is another card. I'll put it up on the screen here that is similar to Relic of Progenitus, but it allows you to target the card. But I think it costs mana to do it as well. So we'll put it up on the screen here. I'll probably have to mention it at the end of the game as well. Just makes sense. They have no way to interact here, so we'll just put these triggers on the stack.
Or is it getting a little warm in here?
No, they'll have to deal with this Awakened Inferno, and then we'll do Chandra Acolyte of Flame as a follow-up, and just keep plussing the loyalty, just keep upping it incrementally. But I think this is GG's unless they can just like straight up remove it. No. Oh, I'm just gonna keep looking for cards. This is the one thing that I like about Planeswalker decks is like they just spiral out of control. If they have no board state, like the opponent just can't do anything about it. So yeah, I'm still going off the back of my being sick.
Living in a monastery full of firebrands?
I'm feeling much better than I did last time.
Gave us homework. Oh, looks like someone's getting a little sweaty.
Someone's getting a little sweaty. It ain't me, that's for sure. Okay, this has Summoning Sickness. Does cost 1 less. Cost modified by 2. Okay. So this is a good blocker. We'll keep it as a blocker here. And the Static Discharge is more to like remove something from the board next turn if we need to. while we can still keep plussing our Chandras. And then also, like I said, the -2 on Awakened Inferno, or sorry, Acolyte of Flame, will allow us to recast Static Discharge twice if we need to. Okay, this is on the ground. This is good. Maybe catch them off guard here. they're looking at Awakened Inferno like, I can't do anything about this. Okay, yeah. Go ahead and do that.
Fire here.
Ooh, this does not get it out of range. Please swing. Please swing. I dare ya. Okay, cool. Bada bing, bada boom. Past the blockers. Past the blockers. Yes. Yes. That's what we're looking for, man. That's the juice. I love it. Nothing else to report but a win. Opponent goes first. Sweltering Suns is going to be the soonest that we have any sort of interaction. We can set up with the Heart of Kiran here. So a Relic into Heart of Kiran. But if our opponent is on some sort of aggro plan, we have to Sweltering Suns. And we just got to hope that we get that third land drop. I'm okay with gambling. Oh gosh, is this person on? Yep, okay. God of Souls. Well, we should be able to just wipe the entire board here with the Sweltering Suns. As long as they don't get too big too fast. Okay. What is that? What is that they exiled? Oh, Galvanic Discharge. They will cast it. Oh, they can do 0? Oh no, dude! This is so stupid. I will cast that for 0. Oh, look at me. I don't control a Chandra Planeswalker. Unfortunately, gosh, dude. Just let me get the perfect setup, said my opponent before they won the game. Do they have some removal? Like, I don't think this deck runs removal. Okay.
I will prove my worth to my pride.
Yeah, we basically have the Sweltering Suns here. And it doesn't really do much. Like, the Guide of Souls can get big enough. Like, even with the nerf to 4, it seems like it's still like a problem child. The other alternative, I really don't want to give them any openings. I'm like, the other alternative is like we play the Chandra, then block. But that really doesn't set us up for the Chandra's Triumph here, so we're gonna just Sweltering Suns. I don't believe this triggers the... Yeah, okay, it triggers the Ajani, but the Ajani dies. That's what I thought would happen with it. I forgot to trigger Relic of Progenitus on the first turn, so now we are 1 card behind. So you can reanimate. That's the problem, is like this deck is just like so resilient. I mean, Boros Aggro has always been a resilient deck, but like now with all the Modern Horizons cards, like look at this! Look at this, you got Ajani, or not Ajani, but like you've got
Right
Modern Horizons 3,
brother.
Modern Horizons 3, Modern Horizons 3, everything is Modern Horizons 3, okay. This feels so bad, doing it like this.
When people start screaming, I know I'm on track.
Yeah, we gotta get rid of this. We'll activate Relic of Progenitus on our turn so we can just chill out. I mean, he's still got the red up. He can kill the Chandra Torch of Defiance here. So the smart thing would just be swinging in with the 2-1 and not try to do both of them, because Ajani can clear this. Okay. Yes. This is the smart move for our opponent. Do it like this.
Guess you don't need me anymore.
I will now lay out this.
I'm happy as a hellion to start some fires.
Yeah, this just is a feels bad moment. Let's see. This doesn't say without paying its mana cost, so we just need to uptick this.
Study? Focus? I just want to burn stuff already.
We'll activate Relic of Progenitus. Man, there's a lot of thinking involved with this deck. It's not like any other decks that I've really played recently. We really do need to keep the Acolyte around. Oh my gosh, dude. These indestructible bullcrap, like I just win the game cards are so annoying. Wait, what? Yeah, these are just win the game cards. Like I have to have an exile effect in my deck to stop this. Hello? We will just
There's no problem.
stop that, I guess. Like there's no way to stop this. It just steamrolls. We will down tick this.
Hey,
Yeah, it's
I'm
basically a race
meditating
against
here.
time now. Yeah, and we're at four life. Yeah, it doesn't lose indestructible. It's not like on like our turn we do X thing, so we just have to go face or like slow him down. Nothing really to report here except a loss.
Don't worry.
That is very like perturbing. Perturbing, is that a word? I guess it is now. Where it's like, oh, like I got to the top of my curve. My curve stops at 4 and I just win the game because like I need an exile effect. Like as the opponent, I feel terrible. Yep, cool. You nothing happens to your dude. And they just conjure cards. Yeah, okay, cool. Alchemy is so fun. I know I'm really salty here, but like 4 mana should not be the top end. What? You're gonna send one there and then one there. Okay. So I will lose 2 loyalty
I thought
essentially.
this was a sparring match.
But I will pause that.
What the heck?
Pause that. What? I'm gonna block that. Come on, Noah. You know better than this. Yeah, I'm just gonna concede this game. The guy's at 28 life, and he just dropped the Den of the Bugbear. Like, can we stop making 4 mana indestructibles? I guess it is in Boros. Like, it makes sense for Boros to have indestructible cards, but like 4 mana? Are you kidding me? This is like a 5 mana card because it conjures things. Like conjure is like an all right mechanic, but just conjuring to the field, I'm just like, that's very busted. Like, I wonder how long like that'll stay at 4 mana. And I do realize like my last statement was a little jaded, just slightly. But like Boros already has enough payoffs. Like I don't understand why like Boros and elves needs to like have more. Let's see. Oh, can't really do much about that right now. Yeah, because I don't control a planeswalker. But yeah, like it's just annoying that like Boros aggro and elves has like a lot of payoffs, and then I'm over here and I'm like, I want to try something new, and like I don't get any payoffs, or my payoffs are like Chandra. So I don't know. That was a little zesty like of a statement, but still I stand by it 100%. I can already hear the YouTube comments. Stand by 100%, Gurky. I'm like, yeah. Still a little sick. Just a little, like, sick of seeing the same two archetypes. Especially, like, this low on ladder. When I get, like, to a higher rank, I will start to see different strategies. Most likely. So. We're just having a good time with Chandras. So I just remove this. Yeah, it is pretty slow, but I think I just remove this and force him to have an answer. Zoop. Or not an answer, but force him to play something out, and then we'll do Chandra, Torture Defiance to eliminate his next threat. We'll gain some life off of the beacon. Another hand touches the beacon. Be something if there was a counterspell here, right?
What? My hair is on fire?
Boom.
I know. Yup.
We're getting combos. Combos for days here. Now we can discard a mountain. What would our opponent like to do here? Discard a mountain in response. Ooh, okay. So we got a couple of different options. We can flash this back, use some loyalty, or we can light up the night just from our hand. We are gonna need to gain some life, that's for sure. Getting dangerously low. Dangerously low. Don't want to get this low. Get low when the whistle blow. Huh? Okay. We are very close. If we could get a Chandra off the top, that'd be great. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's all coming together now. We'll do this. It's a good blocker, actually, so let's make sure that we don't use it.
Living in a monastery full of firebrands? It's awesome.
Sure, why not? We will copy it.
Study, focus, study,
Ooh.
focus. I just want to burn stuff already.
We can minus this and get really close to a finisher here. Oh, we should have done it the other way, shouldn't we? Then we can... I was just thinking we can use the red mana to pay for the ability. I realize what's going on. Hold your horses. They're so close. I think what I want to do is they're so close to killing me is what I'm trying to say. I'm like, although this does nothing, we can get really close to.
This'll be easy.
Ooh, casting that actually saves us in some cases. We just need to keep minusing the relic. That was actually a really good pick off the top. Now we can get rid of some of these resources in the graveyard. They're gonna get rid of the sage, yeah. I can see them casting the one dude that like when he attacks his power, you check his power and then you can cast something from the graveyard equal to or less than his power. We're probably gonna see it here and then I'm gonna die instantly. No, but it's gonna be a similar fate. Potentially. Oh gosh. Yeah. That gets him even closer. Oh, wait, is this cast or copy? Yeah, we're potentially just dead here, right? Is this cast or copy? Nope, it's just cast. Okay. Yeah, give him haste, and then I'm at 1 HP. And then you just kill. Oh, no, I'm not at 1 HP. I am just dead. Cool. Taking too long to attack. Oh, Sands! Sands! I've seen this guy on the ladder too many times. Did I win? No. They really need to come up with a different rating system. But yeah, I've seen Sands. He pretty much, I'm pretty sure he plays this deck just constantly on ladder. And then he just like stops at, like, I don't see him in like Mythic or anything. So maybe he goes like way past me. Just, I'm like, I only play Is It Aggro, and then I play something else like way up in Mythic rankings. Okay. Relic of Progenitus into Static Discharge, and then eventually we get Chandra Toys for Defiance. I think this is good enough. And it also can get us like exiling cards way earlier on. So I like this option. Yeah, the relics are great. I'm always trying to shove like Karn into my deck somehow, and like maybe there's a reason. Oh, we're going against Mill. Fantastic. I don't think. Oh shoot, I should have. No, I can't. That's on an adventure. I was like, I'm gonna get rid of this. Oh wait, I can't. Just immediately. Nope, can't do that. But the minute they start throwing stuff into the graveyard, we will start getting rid of it. But I'm guessing they are smart enough, they're gonna try and play around that. But yeah, I say like the relics are great in this deck, but they're not that great. And then I think about how many people are running like some graveyard combos, graveyard shenanigans, and it's just great to have a button that exiles all graveyards, because ours doesn't really matter that much. It's more of the opponents that I'm concerned about. Okay, get this down, kill the rune crab, start dealing with stuff. Yeah, and as long as they always have one card extra in the graveyard, it's gonna be hard to gonna be hard to deal with that. I'm half tempted to just exile all cards, because this is gonna untap. You know what? It's gonna cause me to tap this. It's just always going to be a card that's being milled. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to eat it. Okay. Got another relic. Start to put him on a clock here. We don't really care about his like 0-4. We're just going to continuously deal damage to him. So we got to be very careful with tapping too many permanents, because out of nowhere they are just going to. Did they just exile their own? Or they just milled. Oh no, they milled themselves off the Mesmeric Orb. I'm like, why do they mill themselves? It seems so pointless. Why would you do that? Makes sense now. You may cast an instant or sorcery from your graveyard. You may put target instant or sorcery into your graveyard. Got it. Reading a card explains the card. Yep, go ahead, mill all of them. That is fine. We're just gonna go face as often as possible, I think. We'll just keep upticking. If it's land, great. If it's a spell we can
This'll be
cast at
easy.
their forehead, we're gonna do that. We're gonna have a counter spell at some point. That's the thing. Or they're gonna try and bounce that to my hand. Oh, please don't. Please don't. Please don't bounce it to my hand, please. Son of a... So stupid, dude. I'm just gonna bounce it to your hand. I am going to burn you. Let it burn. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep getting milled out at this point. Are we at a level? No, we kind of want to just wait for the perfect opportunity and then exile their entire graveyard. So, okay. Here's the deal. I can plus this. Yeah. Life total doesn't really matter. They're just gonna continuously mill me. Okay. Well, there goes my way to win. I think I might be getting close to might be getting close to death at this point. Just death in terms of I can't do anything anymore. I've still, well, there goes both my awakened Infernos. I've still got 2 more Chandra torches of Defiance. So as long as I don't mill those, then that's kind of my out at this point. Unless they have a counter spell. So if I see it get milled, didn't get milled. Okay, Bonecrusher Giant actually a valid way to win this game. Very interesting that is the card that I get. He doesn't cast this? You have an opportunity. What's up? What's up, buddy? One, two, three. We have 1 more left. Oh, I have 6 cards left in my library. There's not enough time. I'm just gonna concede this game. Yep, super dumb. Super dumb. I think what we'll do is we'll go on to what I would do differently with this deck. There wasn't a lot of action going on with this deck. You know what? We'll try to squeeze in 1 more game and then we'll go on to that. Yeah, I did want to squeeze in 1 more game just because I felt like it didn't do it justice. This deck has a lot of stuff that it can do. It just never gets to that point. It's either the other opponent is comboing before me, or they control the board state enough that I'm I just didn't do anything. So I think this has got a good mix. We've got the Relic of Progenitus. We got 2 sources of removal, and then we've got our payout cards in hand. So I think we've got a good mix here. We just needed to remove whatever it is that comes down. Our opponent is on the play first. We got this to deal with your graveyard, sir, but we have no way of dealing with anything on the board so far. Oh my gosh, it's goblins. goblins. I'm gonna gobble you up. But we'll play the Bonecrusher Giant first because it's got the least amount of damage, and then the Chandra Chandra's Triumph will be able to do more damage immediately, and then like later on as well. But of course, they're just playing every haste card. That is what they are doing right now. I think we will play out Bonecrusher Giant just because we can block with this, and if he has to like remove it, that's his turn. He's gonna just play removal on this, and then we'll play removal on his Raro the Rich. So this is damage that's gonna have to be. Oh gosh. Ace in first strike. Okay. You got it, sir. Oh, he's not gonna go to damage. Interesting. I think he must think that since he's like ahead on board, that's like good enough. Take out the big dude first. He's ahead on board and he's ahead on life total, but we're both playing mono red burn, just different variants of it. Gosh. Then he's gonna play like a 4-mana Cranko here. All of his goblin dreams will come true. Oof. I'm gonna attack him. He's probably got a pump spell here, right? But we want him to use his combat tricks. That is something that we want to happen. He's got his Bonecrusher Giant of his own. Very interesting. Yeah, and this 1/1 will trade nicely. Is unfortunate for us. Yeah, we are just gonna slowly burn out here, unless we get a. Well, this is damage. I think we just want to. Oh, gosh, I really want to get the Chandra rolling as soon as possible, but it might just die. We need to start trading blows here. Yeah, we're basically never going to gain life off of the planar beacons. Yes, sir, you have 1 card to exile. There you go. Wait, can you... Oh, he's just got another. Wait. Both sides have haste. The instant has haste, and also the adventure has haste. I can't believe this garbage, dude. Do you have a what the heck is this? Like, I've never seen this deck before in my life. It's just haste everything and then somehow remove. Oh my gosh. I can't do what I want to with this. But we will be able to cast this. Uptick it.
Let's hope this
Use this to kill the Bonecrusher Giant, and we'll take the damage. We're just so close to death that it just doesn't really matter.
Burning.
What are we gonna do, sir? Yeah. We're gonna plink plonk that.
Now you're asking for it.
Trying to take a damage. Yeah, it's basically like GG's at this point. Oh shoot. Okay, yeah, this is gonna, yeah. That's gonna combo here. I'll just explain it to those of you in the back. I did that in the wrong order. I forgot that Annex, what happens is every time a creature dies, you're gonna get a 1/1, and then that 1/1 can attack face. I should have killed off the Annex first with my Chandra. That was kind of the game plan, was to like ping the Annex, and then kill off like this 1/1 dude, because he's just gonna deal damage to face. So yeah, it's just like, it's a burn v burn, and like Chandras are just too slow. So let's go into what I would do differently and see if we can salvage this. So while Chandra does actually do something, like the payoffs are like phenomenal, and it's super fun to like get all your Chandras like rolling at once. It's way too slow to start off with, and I saw this originally. I believe it was like VD Magic who originally made this deck. I'll put him up on the screen here, and then I'll also put a link in the description below to his video on this. But the problem with this deck was it was too slow to actually like get to the payoffs and like be able to like kind of take control of the game after that point. So immediately what I would want to do with this deck is I would probably want to cut like the Chandra's Regulators, and maybe cut the like Heart of Kiran and like 2 of these relics, just so that we have some faster like payoffs, more instant speed interaction, is what I would be looking for. Just across the board, other burn spells are just like the best burn spells, so that we can get across the finish line with Chandra. Like Acolyte of Flame would be like to start off with, and then we'd be able to steamroll into other Chandras. The other problem is like the lack of board state, the lack of pressure early game really doesn't allow us to get to like our Chandras. We just die essentially. But the other problem with that is like, if we have just aggro, why don't we just run the general like red deck wins packages, and just haste, hit face, and just take them out that way. That way we can just cut Chandra, Awakened Inferno, the Chandra Flame Artisan. We can cut those cards and then have more payoff with those like early game plays where they're like, hey, we have to interact with this or we are going to get steamrolled, just like every other like red deck win strategies. The other option is like life gain, go in the opposite direction, gain enough life, but then we're just playing more of like a Boros like red strategy, which might be an interesting like deck to play, but that's not what this deck is. This deck is oops all Chandras. So there's not a lot of leeway to go with this deck. We just kind of want to have enough burn spells so that we can play our Chandras and be able to like capitalize on them. So that's what I would probably go with, is I'd probably just go with the burn package rather than like, oh, we're gonna put in all of like the haste prowess creatures into this build, and then we're just not playing Chandras. But you know, it's all up to you. Try to like do different strategies. Like I said, like the Chandra's Regulator, the Heart of Kiran, I probably wouldn't put those in. I'd probably take those out and then put something else in. But it is a cute deck, and I had a lot of fun playing it, regardless of like getting steamrolled. It's not as much about winning, it's about sending a message. And you can send this message too by liking and subscribing. Cool. Well, now that I've thoroughly been cringe at the end of this, I'm gonna go. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.